Hello, and welcome to This Month at the Libraries. This show looks at the events happening in your local Lower Merion Library. I'm your host, Priscilla Welch. Happy New Year! Welcome to a new year with fresh, new, and exciting things around every corner. The new year is a time to try new things like a new sport or hobby. Well, the Lower Merion Library System just might have something new for you to try. Before we get started, I wanted to remind you all that the Lower Merion Libraries will be closed on Monday, January 15th for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. But aside from that, the libraries should be open and ready to start 2024. This is a lot to cover, so let's get started. Let's see what the Ardmore Library has for you in January. The Ardmore Library is located at 108 Ardmore Avenue in Ardmore, PA. Their operating hours are Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. They are closed on Sundays. Board games for grown-ups, Tuesday, January 2nd, 16th, and 30th, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Processing Center Meeting Room. Head librarian John P. will teach games to newcomers. A selection of easy-to-learn games will be available, including Azul, Ticket to Ride, Dixit, Splendor, Seven Wonders, Stone Age, Concordia, and Catan. As always, you are welcome and encouraged to bring any game you would like to play. Music Play Group. Wednesdays at 11:30 a.m. in the Processing Center Meeting Room. Ages preschool and younger. Registration required. Learn to make music with songs and simple instruments. Program is 30 minutes followed by 30 minutes of playtime. The first Wednesday Book Club meets in the Processing Center Meeting Room or over Zoom. New members are always welcome. To join, please email Ruth Berman at drberman@verizon.net. Wednesday, January 3rd at 11:30 a.m., Hello Beautiful by Ann Napolitano. Wednesday, February 7th at 11:30 a.m., The Covenant of Water by Abraham Verghese. Teen Dungeons and Dragons Club. Wednesdays at 5 to 6:30 p.m. in person with D&D Beyond and Discord. Ages 13 and up. Learn how to play Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, a great introduction to role-playing games and a chance to practice math, problem solving, and teamwork while having fun. Continuing attendance encouraged. Registration required. Please call to check availability. Miss Donita's Story Time, Thursdays at 1 p.m., ages preschool and younger. Registration required. A weekly update will be sent letting you know the latest plans. January 4th, National Spaghetti Day. January 11th, Martin Luther King Jr. January 18th, Snow Fun. January 25th, Opposite Day. 19th Annual Charlotte Miller Simon Poetry Contest. Entry rules: one original, unpublished poem per person with only one author per poem. Poems must be no more than 25 lines in length. No illustrations permitted. Poems must be submitted electronically through the contest entry form. Incomplete forms will not be accepted. Questions? Email Ardmore Library Poetry Contest at gmail.com or call 610-642-5187. Deadline: poems must be received no later than Friday, January 5th, 2024. Sensory Fun Snow Slime. Friday, January 12th at 11 a.m. Program room. Preschool and younger. Let's make festive slime that looks like snow. The finished product isn't the point. It's playing with and exploring the materials, and maybe getting a little messy along the way. Registration required. Register children only and each child separately. Martin Luther King Jr. Program, Saturday, January 13th at 2 p.m. in the program room. All ages. Learn about Martin Luther King Jr. and his day of service. Registration required. Complete Indian Meal, Saturday, January 20th, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Learn to make a complete Indian meal. We'll work as a team and make guava lemonade drink, sag shola, chickpeas and spinach immersed in a tomato, onion, cashew gravy, pineapple yogurt dip, and Indian cucumber salad. Recipe cards will be provided and we'll taste all the recipes and talk about the ingredients that are used. Basmati rice will be provided as an accompaniment to enhance the tasting process. Please inform us about food allergies. Registration required. Teen Advisory Board, Wednesday, January 24th at 6:30 p.m. in the program room. Ages 13 and up. Join our Teen Advisory Board to share your opinion about how materials you would like to see at the library, programs you would like to plan to or see offered, and more. Pizza and snacks provided. Registration encouraged. Walk-ins welcome. You know, the Ardmore Library amazes me with all the great programs they offer. Be sure to submit your poem for their poetry contest. They also have the chance to make some snow slime or an Indian meal. Be sure to check out all of Ardmore Library's programs and events on the LMLS website at lmls.org. And you can also stay up to date with the Ardmore Library's latest and greatest by checking out their Facebook page and following them on Twitter. Now, let's see what's going on in January at the Bala Cynwyd Library. The Bala Cynwyd Library is located at 131 Old Lancaster Road in Bala Cynwyd, PA. Their operating hours are Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sunday, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Story time. Mondays and Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. in person in the meeting room. Ages 0 to 5. Registration required. Spaces limited. Tech Q&A, Wednesday, January 24th at 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Need help with a device? Register for a half-hour one-on-one session with our experts. Spaces limited. Please register at the circulation desk. 610-664-1196. Kids Art, Sunday, January 7th at 1:30 p.m. Ages 7 to 10. Join us as Holly Mead from Kids Art will conduct a fun guided drawing class. Online registration required. Bala Bingo, Saturday, January 20th at 2 p.m. Ages 7 to 12. Prizes for winners. Online registration required. Playing Time Music, Monday, January 22nd at 10:30 a.m. Ages 0 to 5. Join us for a rocking good time with Miss Virginia and Mr. Anthony from Playing in Time Music. Online registration required. Bala Library Monthly Great Books Discussions, 7 p.m. Zoom admitting at 6:40 p.m. Coordinator John Dalton, JD5258875 at AOL.com. 610-608-7711. Email or call to receive Zoom invitation. January 22nd, Margaret Duras, The Lover. Saturday Stories, Saturday, January 27th, February 24th, March 23rd at 10:30 a.m. Ages 4 and up, please. Online registration required. Catch a Saturday story with the little ones or join the monthly Great Books discussion for the older crowd. To learn more about the Bala Cynwyd Library, check us out at lmls.org and check out their Facebook page as well. Well, we have to take a break, but stick around. We've got a lot more library fun coming your way. Don't go away. Welcome back to This Month at the Libraries. This show looks at the events happening in your local Lower Merion Library. I'm your host, Priscilla Welch. The new year is here, and the Lower Merion Library System is working hard to find creative ways to keep us all engaged in our libraries. And who better than the Belmont Hills Library? Before we get started, I wanted to remind you that all Lower Merion libraries will be closed on Monday, January 15th for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. But aside from that, the libraries should be open and ready to start 2024. Now, let's see what's going on at the Belmont Hills Library in January. The Belmont Hills Library is located at 120 Mary Watersford Road in Bala Cynwyd, PA. Their operating hours are Monday through Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., Thursday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Friday, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. They are closed on Sundays. Story time, Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m., geared towards toddlers, but all ages are welcome. No registration necessary. Fun Fridays, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., geared towards ages 5 and up, but all are welcome. Pop into our meeting room to enjoy some self-led play with games and toys. No registration necessary. Martin Luther King Jr. Day Take-Home Craft. Pick up a kit from the library between January 8th and January 13th that will help you celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Please register online. Messy Me with Mr. E, Saturday, January 13th at 11 a.m., ages 5 and up. Join Mr. Evan for a morning of a messy fun. Wear old clothes. Please register online. Tales to Tales with Miss Elaine, Tuesday, January 16th, 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Call to register for a 10-minute session reading to a registered therapy dog. Walk-ins welcome as time allows. Participants must be able to read independently. Beach Party Story Time, Saturday, January 20th at 11 a.m. Geared towards toddlers, but all ages are welcome. Join us for a summer-style beach party with plenty of summery stories. No registration necessary. Pinecone Owl Craft, Saturday, January 27th at 11 a.m. All ages are welcome. Make a cute snowy owl out of a pine cone with Mr. Evan. Please register online. The Belmont Hills Library has some incredible programs. Beach Party Story Time and a Pinecone Owl Craft? How fun! The Lower Merion Library System continues to surprise and delight our visitors with a wide variety of programs. With new stuff popping up each day, be sure to stay up to date with what's going on by checking out their webpage at lmls.org and following them on Facebook. Now, it's time to see what's going on at the Gladwyne Library this January. The Gladwyne Library is located at 362 Writers Mill Road in Gladwyne, PA. Their operating hours are Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Friday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. They are closed on Sundays. Toddler Story Time, Mondays at 10:30 a.m. Story time for toddlers. One caregiver per family. Space is limited to 20 children total. Please only register your child. Sit and Stitch, Friday, January 12th and 26th from 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Do you have a project you're working on? Spend time with other stitchers, weather knit, crochet, sewing, embroidery, or other fiber crafts. All are welcome to join. Registration required. Toddler Musical Story Time, Tuesday, January 23rd at 10:30 a.m. Musical story time for toddlers with Miss Jill. Space is limited to 20 children and one caregiver per family. Please only register your children. Beginning drawing for kids, Wednesdays, January 24th to February 28th at 4:30 p.m. Ages 6 to 12. Join us for a 6-week children's workshop on the basic techniques of drawing. Each week, we will feature a new lesson, building upon each session, and concluding with an independent project. Supplies will be provided. Registration required. Presidential Campaign of 1896 and its connection to the Wizard of Oz. Monday, January 15th at 6:30 p.m. online. Author Evan Weiner will join us for a virtual presentation about the 1896 election between William McKinley and William Jennings Bryan, and how it has had a lasting impact on political insiders more than 125 years later. Winter Crafter Noon, Wednesday, January 17th, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. in the Junior Room, ages 3 to 6. Stop by to create a fun winter craft. We'll have a colorful paper, stickers, and markers to decorate with. A beginning drawing for kids workshop series? A Lunar New Year Crafter Noon? It looks like the Gladwyne Library is starting off the new year right. Check out what other new programs the libraries have or by visiting lmls.org and visiting them on Facebook. We've got to take a break. We've got a lot more library programs heading your way. Stay tuned. Welcome back to This Month at the Libraries. This show looks at the events happening in your local Lower Merion Library. I'm your host, Priscilla Welch. Thanks for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've been talking about all the great things the Lower Merion libraries are offering this January, such as making a complete Indian meal at the Ardmore Library, a Saturday Stories at the Bala Cynwyd Library, the Belmont Hills Library has beach party story time, and the Gladwyne Library will have a winter crafter noon. The Lower Merion libraries have it all. Before we get started, I wanted to remind you all that Lower Merion libraries will be closed on Monday, January 15th for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. But aside from that, the library should be open and ready to start 2024. Now, let's see what the Ludington Library has to offer this January. The Ludington Library is located at 5 South Bryn Mawr Avenue in Bryn Mawr, PA. Their operating hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sunday, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. In-person story times. Tuesdays at 11 a.m., Miss Jackie. Wednesdays at 11 a.m., Miss Ashley. Thursdays at 11 a.m., Miss Melody. Story time for ages 0 to 5 in the large meeting room. Come sing and dance. A caregiver must be present during the entire story time. Space is limited. Chair yoga, Wednesdays at 10 a.m. via Zoom. First and third Fridays at 9:30 a.m. in person in the large meeting room. A 1-hour recurring program containing chair yoga postures and breathwork, balanced postures while standing, a low-backed stable, armless chair, and loose-fitting clothing are recommended. Register at www.lmls.org. Author Leah Martinez, Wednesday, January 17th at 7 p.m. in the large meeting room. Author Leah Martinez will discuss her new book, When Your Family Says No, an inside look at the Orthodox Jewish community, told by a girl who fled one of its most prominent families. Registration required. Writer's Workshop, Mind Mapping a Story, Saturday, January 20th at 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. in the large meeting room. This is an interactive story building class hosted by author Misty Simon. Attendees will learn the ropes on this great tool to help with story ideas and execution for plotters, pantsers, and planters. We'll create a story during class to show you how it works. Bring your ideas, your creativity, and your burn to learn as we bubble our way into a story. Family Puzzle Night, Wednesday, January 10th, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the junior room. Join Miss Jackie for Family Puzzle Night. Bring the whole family out and either put together one of our puzzles or bring one of your own. You have 2 hours to see how much you can complete. Challenge yourselves. Lego Night, Wednesday, January 24th, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the junior room. Join Miss Jackie and come create a masterpiece with all our Lego pieces. We have many Legos you can play with. Bring the family and see what you can create together. You know, the Ludington Library always offers great programs like Family Puzzle Night and Chair Yoga. The Lower Merion Library System offers a wide variety of programs. Be sure to check them out at lmls.org. Also, be sure to follow them on Facebook and Twitter. Now, let's see what the Penn Library has planned for January. The Penn Library is located at 130 Overbrook Parkway in Wynwood, PA. Their operating hours are Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. They are closed on Sundays. Middle School Meetup, Tuesdays, 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m., grades 5th to 8th. Kids can play games, make crafts, or just hang out with friends. Miss Daniel will have a different optional activity each week. No registration required. Teen Time Pickle Autopsy, Monday, January 8th at 6 p.m. in the meeting room, grades 6 to 12. The Vlasic and the Clausen crime families are at it again, and this time many of their members have met their end. Figure out how by studying the crime scene and conducting a pickle autopsy. Registration required. Pokemon Battle Academy, Monday, January 22nd at 6 p.m. Ages 7 and up, please. Play the Pokemon Battle Academy board game or bring your own cards and battle another player. No experience necessary. Play only, no trading. Registration required. 1 hour meditation class, Saturday, January 6th at 1 p.m. in the meeting room. Ages 18 and up. Start 2024 with a peaceful vibe. Registration required. Downsizing Series, Tuesday, January 9th, 16th, and 23rd at 12 p.m. in the meeting room. Backed by popular demand, Mike Ivankovich will present an extended 3-part series. Registration required for each session. Wednesday Morning Book Club, Wednesday, January 17th at 10:30 a.m. in the meeting room. Ages 18 and up. This month we'll discuss No Gods, No Monsters by Cadwell Turnbull. Registration required. Teddy Bear Clinic, Thursday, January 11th, 2 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. All ages. Bring your teddy bear or any stuffed animal to get a checkup with Dr. Danielle, who will give them a thorough checkup, fix any boo-boos, or give them a shot, if needed. No registration needed. Readers Theater, grades 3rd to 5th, Wednesday, January 17th at 5 p.m. Grades 3rd to 5th. Discover the inner actor within you through storytelling games and dramatic play, led by your director, Miss Danielle. STEM Day, Thursday, January 18th, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. All ages. Try out the library's STEM equipment. We have caterpillars, robots, circuits, and more. No registration necessary. Graphic Novel Club, Monday, January 29th at 6 p.m. Grades 3rd to 5th. Like graphic novels? Join Miss Danielle to discuss graphic novels each month. For January, we'll be reading 39 Clues, Book 1, Maze of Bones by Ethan Young. Copies will be available to check out 2 weeks before the meeting. Registration required. Please register each child separately. If the attendee is 10 years or under, a parent or guardian must stay in the building during the program. The Penn Wynne Library's Teddy Bear Clinic and Readers Theater sound like fun to me. Be sure to check out all they have to offer on their website and social media. Well, that wraps it up for this month. You can always check out all of the great things the library has to offer by checking out their website at lmls.org. You can also watch this show and share it with your family and friends at lmtv.vibit.com. Plus, you can find it on LMTV's Facebook page and Lower Merion's Township YouTube page, as well as the library's website and the library's YouTube page. Also, let us know what you think about this show, or if you would like to get involved in the libraries or be involved in this show. We're always looking for help with writing, graphics, editing camera, and even hosting shows. If you're interested, email us at lmtv@lowermerion.org. Also, before we go, be sure to pick up your Book Your Calendar program for January. In it, you will find a whole host of programs the libraries are offering. Plus, you can pick up a bookmark that tells you all about the huge number of museum passes the libraries offer, and you can pick up flyers for upcoming events. Also, a reminder, all Lower Merion libraries will be closed Monday, January 15th for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. But aside from that, the library should be open and ready to start 2024. I'm Priscilla Welch, and for the entire This Month team, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great new year, and I'll see you next month.